La Liga Lounge, it's for the boys. Dan and Houston on again. La Liga Lounge, round up the boys. Tell your wife and tell your friends. We play for keeps and every week we tell it like it is. La Liga Lounge, when all is said and done, we can all agree. FTC.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of the La Liga Lounge coming at you, season 6, episode 13. And it's a special one, folks, because it's the championship episode. It's the championship episode. I'm joined here with Houston, Josh, with my trophy in the background up there hanging out.
Wow.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Can we do a little editing effects and
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
thing,
just
baby.
grab it right now.
so I guess congrats to Dan here, everybody. Yep.
Yep.
Insert
Congrats, Dan.
insert audio of clapping.
You earned it. We're gonna get to your game. We're gonna break it down, but we gotta start from the bottom first. To also start too. I don't know if Kevin was serious or not. He said we needed a chug. I've been the lowest scoring for the last 2 playoff games, which are not official. Highest points get money, but I haven't had a chug all year. This is an honorary chug. This doesn't count as my chug record. This just counts as like a cool chug. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about why my team sucks. Do I do that before the chug or after? Because I'm just so good, I never have to do it.
You do it after.
Like,
I do it after? Okay.
well, before would be easier.
That's why you do it after.
Fair. Okay, I like it.
A
After.
chug. I don't think I've done a chug since having a child.
Cheers to you, Dan, while he's chugging.
Yeah.
Do a little cheers with everyone.
6 seasons down, boys.
And 13 episodes out of 16 weeks. Think about that.
It's pretty solid.
That's
That's
one of our
really
better.
solid.
I would love to do a stat about that. Oh,
I can
that
tell you how
hurt.
many we've missed over the years, but yeah, we've done pretty good the last 2 years.
The third place game. This was a fun one because a lot of people, I don't know why, were rooting for Eric to win third place and for Josh to be the Chode. And Eric was going to choose Josh's punishment.
You don't know why? People were rooting for that?
No, do you know why?
Him and I are good, dude. Him and I are good. It's all good.
I think, yeah, you guys are good.
You're good.
You wouldn't be.
Because he didn't have to choose your punishment, but I'm just wondering, like, why would he want to? Anyways, the third place game was actually probably the closest of our important games. Third place, Chode, champ. And 97-95, Anthony
Close
won.
one. Close.
Bummer, because Anthony just had like a stellar season and then flops the bed. But that'll happen. That's a big Lions playoff appearance by Anthony there. Good quarterback, good running back. Who dropped the ball for Anthony? His kicker missed a field goal. That would have done it. Well, he won. No one flopped for him. For Eric, though, Waddle flopped. Really just Waddle and Corum, right?
The big one was Corum in my mind, Hughes, because he was Monday night. He was actually doing pretty good running the rock first quarter, and he got injured and just out the game. Eric had that in the bag. The only thing that could happen was injury, and it happened.
Yeah, if he doesn't get injured, you would think he'd get 2 more points.
Probably.
Dang. So, I mean, I would say those two is fun, right? That's fantasy. Those 2 guys probably had the best season of everybody.
They were the 1 and 2 seed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then playing for the third place game.
Here's my thing, though. In Eric, whether Eric's going to stay in the league or not, I guess that's up to him. But his whole bench is on IR. Like, I think I picked up like 3 or 4 people leading into this game. Estime scored 13 points. Parker, I mean, there were people out there that, not that he wouldn't have played Blake Corum, but I mean, he didn't even give himself the option, to find someone. So I don't know. Maybe he's checked out. Maybe he is leaving. Hopefully not. Hope he stays.
Yeah. I hope he
heck of a
stays too,
season
Josh.
with this draft, man.
I hope he stays too, but you're right. I think the management has kind of points towards him having a foot out the door, but we'll see. Hopefully he comes back around.
Yeah.
Big win for Anthony, though. Anthony gets to decide what the Chode's punishment is now because he's third place. He gets this is I think better than second place, to be perfectly honest with you. No money in your pocket, but you get to pick what the Chode punishment's going to be. And I guess if the Chode doesn't want to do that, you get some money in your pocket for next year's entry fee. So it's not a bad deal that way either. But
Now
excited to see what Anthony does.
Going to our Chode game, we got Kevin, Josh, the preseason ranked, tied for 1 Chode game. So, and one of them almost went first to worst. So, Josh, you actually did not break first to worst. So, Josh beat Kevin 97-88.
I wanted it to.
With a -1 point from the 49ers defense.
Yep.
And that was, I think, Sunday night, right? And then Monday night, Kevin had the Rams defense, which came up with 11 and a touchdown. But the 49ers just dick down the Rams. So nothing there. But Kevin's running backs, it got him a couple wins early on, but Barkley just fell apart, right? The Eagles offense, just nothing, right? Let's look into I gotta look at Barkley's points. Here's the season, right? 16, 16, 7, 15, 16, 7, 4, 31, 11, 9, 8, 5, 18, 16, 20, 6. Just not there consistently.
And
you got to play him too, which sucks, but you can't not play him. So that's a tough spot to be in. Irving 5 points, Sutton 6 points, Pickens 9 points. He got 3 players, including his defense, above 10 points.
Yeah.
That's going to lose you a week.
And his whole bench is single digits too there. I think, I guess besides the Browns defense on the bench, but a deserving Chode. Back-to-back Chodes for Kevin. Back-to-back. I think that might be the first time we've had back-to-back. I'm not 100% sure about that.
We did not talk about the pre-show.
Yeah.
He was a Chode last year.
He was.
God.
Rough.
I will say if Javonte Williams didn't get injured, maybe he would have gotten close because I think Malik Davis as his backup ended up getting another 10 points. So it would have been a close game. So that's just unfortunate for him. But I'm gonna blame, what did Jeff say early in the year? I'm just gonna ride the guys I drafted. And you can't do that. If Dan would have done that, he wouldn't even been in the playoffs. And you rode Barkley, who just couldn't put up points. I mean, Pickens, that one's tough, right?
Couldn't not ride Barkley though.
He should have traded him 8 weeks ago.
Traded him though.
Yeah,
could have traded him, and he could have. He never played Monangai, and even though Monangai didn't have a lot of points this week, he did all season. I mean, what is Monangai? I don't think that's fair because he didn't even play the full season. But
I probably back in week 7, I probably would have traded Barkley for Nico Collins and Travis Etienne, and Kevin would be sitting pretty.
Pay for the roof through him, dude.
It's interesting. I mean, I did kind of the same thing. I kept writing Johnny Taylor, but same point. I wasn't in it, right? And Dan was because he just kept making moves.
Do we know what Kevin's punishment was last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was 3rd place last year, so I got to pick it. He was.
This was at the bachelor party.
This is swimming across the river at the bachelor party at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is getting married. I don't know if you guys recall this, but it was either last year or the year before, because I'm having a kid every year. No more, though. But I was saying how the more kids you have, the worse you get at fantasy. Kevin announced their kid, which they knew early season, probably. So trending down, Houston's down, Max has 2 kids, bottom of the pile. The only person who doesn't follow this trend is Forbes. But we also all can admit that Forbes probably has 7 kids out there.
He's just fishing every day, so he's just living the life.
Here's a new little, we're not doing predictions, not a topic on the thing, but a little sidebar. I think Ruben, this announcement, he's also going to fall out of the playoffs next year.
He'll be busy.
You're going to see it. Yeah. I think Forbes is actually going to make the playoffs next year. Anyway, it's another conversation, but I think it's a theory worth investigating.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you're just looking for excuses as to why you're so bad at Houston.
How many kids you got, Tim?
I got 0, bro.
And you won.
Congrats, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. I got how many championships I got? I got 2 of those, though.
Finally. Somebody else on the board besides me and Eric.
Yeah.
But it was a tough game.
Needed to even out the board.
Tough game for Kevin. But I love the championship game. I thought it was riveting. I would have wanted something more down the wire. So Dan beat Ruben 126-108. The hottest teams going into the playoffs. Not the best with Eric and Anthony, but the hottest. Dan. I mean, star quarterback, 36 points from Purdy. 2 rushing, 3 passing, 300 yards. Probably his best game of the year, right?
Definitely, and a huge Sunday night. Fucking great Sunday night for me.
Probably of his life, Josh. Great point. Harvey, 16 points in a low-scoring game. It's impressive.
That touchdown at the end was huge.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. ETN with 10. That was like my fucking life with that guy. Collins was 7. That was also my life. The games of why I got rid of these players, but you still survived. Higgins, 7 points. Story of my list. Also why I got rid of him.
Survived it. Yeah, awesome. I did not get good production from your players there, Houston.
My asterisk championship. I had 3 guys on that team.
And they didn't perform. Pretty big Fandon caught that touchdown pass right before he went out.
Huge
to put up 10 points.
He went out.
A great game from Hampton, 16 points, and the defense showed up. 16 points. And kicker standard 6, but
the kicker play was nuanced though. I just want to say because I picked up the Rams kicker because I knew he had Puka on Monday night, so I grabbed myself a little piece of that Monday night action. So it was a little shrewd waiver wire play.
So I was wondering if you did that, Dan. I was like, did you pick up the kicker for the same team that he had his last guy? So anytime Puka scored, you're getting 1. So he, instead of like a 10-yard catch for a touchdown, that would be 1 point, half a point, 1.5 plus 6, 7.5. It's actually a net 6.5 because you took a point.
Yeah.
I saw that. I thought about that. I was like, I got turned on a bit. But I think the biggest thing here, right, which prevented it from being fun, because let's just say Kittle had a standard 11, 12 points. He's sitting at 120 there and just needs Puka or Kittle to get something. Like, that would have been a lot closer. But Kittle was questionable. What do we think about Ruben's management there, right? Like, obviously, I think you have to keep him in, prepared to play him. But you needed a backup.
When was that announced?
At this Tonges guy.
It was announced before. Yeah, it was announced before 1:00. So he had a chance to make the switch.
So he had a chance to put
inexcusable.
But he used all his
fab money. He had no fab either. He spent all of his fab, $200 on a defense and like 142 on a kicker.
You needed $1, and you probably could have picked up Tonges.
That's what I was thinking about today. He should have picked up Tonges.
You can't pick up anybody else. I mean, you could, but that would be your best. I think Luke Farrell is another tight end for San Francisco.
Or just simply play Juwan Johnson, who's a solid tight end too. I mean,
either play him or you drop a roster.
But if Kittle's available, you're playing him.
Of course.
You want to wait. I think you pick up the backup there. This hindsight.
Of course.
But Tonjes 7 catches, 60 yards, so that's 9 points plus a touchdown.
So what, he would have had 120, 119. So it didn't matter if he played Juwan Johnson.
But it would have been close. Fun. Like he would have been, yeah. The chat would have been, and Dan would have had the back sweat going.
I would have been sweating if he had another 12 points added to his score from playing a tight end. There's no doubt about that.
What did Tom?
There's a lot of plays getting catches called back. Which, that catch puts him ahead. Like, oh.
There was like 3 plays that Puka caught. Either a touchdown or a deep ball, and it got called back on a penalty, dude. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Time just got
shame
15
it happened
points.
in the championship game, but that'll happen. Because, I mean, Olave, 20 points. Chase Brown, 27 points. That was what made him catch the lead, right? When I checked, and I was like, holy shit.
It was back and forth, though. It was fun. Every time I looked, Ruben was winning, projected to win. Then Dan was projected to win. Then Ruben was projected to win. It was fun.
Do you guys get any proposals on what Anthony? I'm changing gears a bit before Dan gives his overall speech on what Anthony should make Kevin do. I think Anthony should vlog Kevin working on the farm from dawn till dusk.
I was just
Like
gonna
a
say
full.
manual
I want
labor.
video of them before the sun's up, and then I want the last video to be when the sun is down.
No tractor, just wrapping tomato plants, picking cucumbers and zucchini, just that back-breaking work.
Booty jean shorts. In booty jean shorts. In a cutoff. In a tank top. I want him to look like Jessica Simpson in someone help me out here.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Thank you, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah.
And on top of that, not only could he pick the vegetables, but then he could sell them at the stand on the side of the road in that outfit.
That's my suggestion. I was thinking about that.
I was too.
But anyways, back to the Dan, $1,500. And then I think you get a little side juice there for a couple winning weeks, right? How much you net total?
I got 1,550 total. So two most score weeks, which is respectable. And yeah, biggest prize so far this year, or so far in the league history, I think, with the biggest buy-in we had. So $1,500.
Not 13.
I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking at things like snowmobiles, little dirt bikes, that type of stuff. Thinking about making a purchase with this. Huh?
Only way to get into town up there.
Yeah, dude. It's a season for the snowmobiles, especially. So we'll see. I'll let you boys know what I end up doing with this. It'll be something fun though. I'm trying to pull up the league on my computer, but I can't actually do it because my login isn't working.
What are you looking for?
Because I wanted to do it for my my glory speech. What you got it called here in the agenda.
Go to your phone and just go to last week's in the schedule. Go to league. Go to schedule.
I know. I just wanted to screen share with people, but
yeah. We talked about getting the score that we're talking about in a banner.
Yeah.
On the side, we're working on it.
Yeah, that'd be a good addition. We need to do that next year. I think that'd be a good addition.
We'll get some developments.
No.
All right. Well, I'll do it live. I'll do it without it.
Fuck yeah,
gentlemen. I want to officially nominate this fantasy league that you all just saw from me as the best management season in the history of La Liga. I don't think it's particularly close. If you look at my draft, it was probably my worst draft in my tenure in this league. I drafted Justin Jefferson with a number 2 overall pick. That's terrible. I drafted Brian Thomas Jr. in the second round. That's terrible. I drafted Brian Thomas Jr. in the third round, O'Marion Hampton in the second round, who was hurt for 14 weeks or some shit. He kind of came on in the playoffs for me, which I loved, but still a bad draft pick overall for your third round pick. Fourth round pick, Travion Henderson. Fifth round pick, Tet McMillan. And then down the line, doesn't really matter, but it was all bad, basically. I mean, I had Caleb Johnson, the Steelers rookie running back, who did absolutely nothing. Guys like Matthew Golden, I think in the 6th round. Just terrible picks. And you know what? It looked a little rough early, but I didn't panic. I stayed true, made some big waiver wire pickups.
We lost you, buddy. You pushed the button. You pushed the button on your thing.
This new mic, dude, it's getting me every time. All right. The waiver wire pickups.
I think you're about to go into your waiver wire pickups.
Yeah. The waiver wire pickups, man, underrated as hell. I had guys like freaking Brock Purdy, waiver wire pickup right before the playoffs. Come through on a Sunday night in the championship game. Absolutely destroys for me. I have guys like Devin Neal from the Saints who I picked up. Spot started, double digits points these times. I had guys like that wide receiver from San Francisco. I can't even think of his fucking name, but I picked him up, put him in my lineup. He got me 19 points one week.
Pearsall Jennings.
No, neither of them. It's a guy, Kendrick Bourne. That's his name.
Bourne. Yeah, he had a couple great. The one hot weeks you started him. Those two.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You pick up Hampton too and Fannin.
Yeah. Fannin was a pickup.
Pickups.
And then you look at like the start-sit decisions. I won't go into too much detail there, but even looking at like this championship week, I played Brock Purdy over Jalen Hurts, which was not an easy thing to do, but was the difference maker for me. That was my big debate going into the championship week was, do I play Jalen Hurts or do I play Brock Purdy? And
wow,
it won me the league.
Dude, I'm looking at this. I don't know how you did. I don't think anyone else in our league. I don't think 100 people. I think 90 people start Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You think Buffalo's going to shoot it out? I'm sure the over/under was higher. You would start Jalen Hurts. Look at he had a great season, 7th-ranked quarterback. Purdy's been hurt. Dude, why did you start Purdy over Hurts?
I knew, baby. I had a feeling, man. I had a feeling. I thought it was going to be a defensive game in Buffalo. It was in Buffalo, which is why I didn't like him. And Purdy's been hot, dude. I've been riding. I rode Purdy once a couple weeks ago, hit him again, and Jalen Hurts has. To be fair, Jalen Hurts has been a little bit of a downswing lately. So
I would have done
that part of it isn't as clear, but it's just little decisions like that. I feel like I was always had a. Maybe the best thing to say too is this year I had a great read on my team. I very rarely made mistakes. Very rarely made mistakes as far as start sits decisions. I mean, look at Ted McMillan on my bench this week with 1 point. He's a starter, dude. That's what I'm saying. So just dicing my way through the schedule this year. I really think so. And I haven't even touched on the trades. I made 6 trades, the most in our league history. 6 trades. I didn't win them all, for sure. I gave away Travion Henderson for Terry McLaurin. That's a terrible trade. I gave away Caleb Williams for J.K. Dobbins when he got hurt right after I gave him away. That's a terrible trade. But then I also made game-changing trades like giving Matthew Golden to Max for R.J. Harvey, which is a super underrated trade. But R.J. Harvey became my bell cow RB2 for the last 6 weeks of the season. He's probably the reason why I made it as far as I did, honestly. We've mentioned the Houston trade I made. That one obviously took me a long way. Definitely my best transaction of the year was a trade with Houston. I picked up 3 stalwarts in my lineup: T. Higgins, Nico Collins, and Travis Etienne for Justin Jefferson, who shat the bed, and not JJ McCarthy, but Jackson Dart. I think the moral of the story, boys, if y'all want to take away anything from this glorious season of mine, is that you gotta stop being emotionally attached to your players. You gotta slang them. Don't be afraid to drop people you don't like in the moment. Don't be afraid to trade a guy who's got some potential that you want to hang on to and see what's going to happen, because sometimes you just got to shake it up. I mean, I get it. If you have a team like Ruben's drafted very well. His team was honestly really solid, especially come playoff time. It really came together for him. But I think the winning way is to transact, make trades, make some pickups. Don't be hanging on to guys as much as everyone's been hanging on to. So anyway, boys, it was a great season.
Can't get over the fact. Josh, would you have started Purdy over Hurts there?
I would have.
I don't think I would have, man.
Hurts has had
you lose
terrible,
if you didn't.
Terrible last. Yeah. He has not. He's just been so inconsistent.
Okay. He had an 8 point last week, 19, week before 22, the week before 0.4, 16, 30.
Just unreliable. Boomer bust.
Yeah. I mean, good on you, Dan. McMillan, though, like, what's the thought behind that? I thought McMillan, Seattle scores a lot. They throw a lot. McMillan would get his touches.
I didn't like that one. I felt like McMillan or that Seattle defense is just too good, man. I didn't want any piece of that. Yeah, that was going to be a low scoring game. I felt like from the very beginning. Carolina, I had a really good read on Carolina this year, where it was like if they were going against a bad defense, it was push time. But if they were going against a good defense, that score was probably going to be 10-13, and you didn't want anything to do with that because Bryce Young was going to throw for like 80 yards in that game. So,
I mean, the plays you said did win it for you. Little luck though involved. How much do you give it a luck, Dan, in the playoff push? You had to go wild.
I mean, there's always a factor of luck, so I'm not gonna pretend like there was no luck in this at all. But I mean, dude, you look at the amount of transactions I made. I really think it was a lot of
I'm going to your whole playoff run right now, right? You had Hurts in and not Purdy, who put 30 on your bench, and then Hurts 19. Mm-hmm. But you still rinsed Eric because all your other guys got double digits easy.
Yeah, I went off that week.
And Dan did a good job at attacking the good end of the season matchups this year too.
Dude, you hot Carl'd that. You did what hot Carl did last year.
Except not really though. I had a lot of not really. I didn't even consider that this year. I didn't have that luxury this year. to consider the playoff schedules. I had a couple bad matchups going into my last 2 games, honestly.
Well,
but we dropped 125 plus like 5 weeks in a row, which is pretty nice way to end the season.
It's good. Get your averages up.
Yeah.
Good old Huey's realizing once we look at those that mine ain't good. Yeah, what do we got? What do we recap the season with? What are your thoughts on like the season overall? Not you. Talk about you. What's the season? What's everyone? What are we looking forward to next?
You know, it was a good season. I think what we really realized, Houston, this year is we started to see who like really or like pay attention to maybe the historical record of the league and start to see like who are these players that are in the top 6 usually and in the bottom 6 usually, and it's kind of starting to turn into a league that's kind of owned by like 3-4 players in a lot of ways.
Making me wake up being not on the 3 or 4 players. I'm like the 6, 7. So I got to get out of there. But I ain't no Max.
Josh, don't hold that trophy like it's yours anymore. That ain't yours no more.
Let go of her.
How dare you?
Damn. So I mean, here's off-season drama, right? We got punishment, which I hope to God is Kevin dressing promiscuously farming. We got Eric. Is he coming in? Is he coming back? Is he staying out? We got Lions. What do they do?
Yeah.
We got babies on the way. Ruben's making babies. Kevin's making babies. Dan's gonna for sure make a baby and like be on the outside looking in for the playoff push.
Once he gets this bad boy is.
Given my thesis. Oh yeah. That is a sex maker. Right there.
Does Kevin pick that up? Is Kevin picking that up from you, Josh, to get it engraved?
Yeah, he will once we see each other.
Nice.
I don't think he's gonna make a drive out here for it, but we'll see each other eventually.
Yeah, it's okay.
You'll have it for the draft.
We don't have an exit out, guys. This is, I mean, I didn't want it to end. I was having fun, even though I was out.
It was a good season.
It's just kind of sad it's over. I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, football season is basically over. I mean, Michigan State aren't playing anything meaningful. The Lions are out of the playoffs, and fantasy's over. So everything I care about with football is done.
Until next year.
There you go.
Thank you,
All right,
fans.
so I guess we're signing off for the year here, boys.
Signing
off for the year.
Once in a while, right? We have 1 or 2 off-season podcasts that pop up, but
we'll be back.
Maybe we should get the off
dubs together, 3 of us. We'll make sure we hit record. But
in the meantime, F.
T.
See you later,
boys.
We can all agree